I promised you that I'd give you a little walkthrough video to let you see a little bit of a preview of what's going to be happening when you come on campus. Of course, when you park, you're going to park in a space like I did this morning. And then let me take you on a little bit of journey. We're going to kind of see everything the way you'll see it Sunday morning. So if you will, Bruce is going to come with me. And you're going to notice there's a lot of new signage around Flint Groves. Reminding you of a couple things. First of all, if you feel sick, don't enter. If you've been sick in the last 24 hours, you want to make sure that you don't come in and possibly contaminate somebody else. Also, be careful, protect the people around you. Don't do it. Spread the gospel, not germs. Don't shake hands, don't hug, and don't take any gum from Howard this one Sunday, all right? And then you'll notice once you kind of come through, you'll see some greeters. Our parking lot people will be directing you. And so you're going to come right over here. You'll notice in front of me there's a tent, and at that tent there's going to be a bag for every single one of us here at Flint Groves. Again, notice all the signage. I hope you can kind of figure out what we're trying to do to keep you safe. But when you get here, everybody will get a bag that looks like this, and in it it's going to have some instructions for you to remain safe. In addition, it's also going to have a mask. And by the way, let me just remind you, I cannot make you wear these, but we are highly encouraging you for the good of the people around you to wear your mask, and especially from here to your seat. But also you'll notice in that bag there's a personal hand sanitizer for every single person, and that way wherever you are in the building you'll have that accessible to you if you accidentally forget and maybe shake somebody's hand or hug them. But anyway, let me help you to walk right through the building right here. And as you come in, you'll notice our doors will be open on Sunday morning. That way nobody has to touch any of the handles or anything like that. And as you make your way in, you're going to notice there'll be hand sanitizing stations on your left. And we have some new ones that are coming in. The stands are due in today, so hopefully all those will be in place. And as you'll come in, we're reminding you to keep safe. And then you'll notice all the restroom doors, we've kind of put up pipe and drape. It'll be a little bit different, but you'll still be able to have some privacy. And there'll be people in there cleaning that up every single time somebody is in the restroom. There'll be more hand sanitizers right here. And then everybody will be required to come in the same way. Should it back up, you'll notice on the floor there's 6 feet. There's yellow tape that kind of keeps us divided. But in addition, I know many of you have been asking about your life study material. Jeff has all of those arranged, so either on your way in or on your way out, you can get the appropriate materials. Now, we've rearranged the sanctuary. We'll go in there in just a minute. But should there be an overflow, or for you parents who have children, you want to try it out there and maybe it doesn't work, or you just want to come in here and go ahead. We've set up tables. There'll be activities for your kids in the center of the table, and that Jonathan's going to provide where you can watch the service in here. We realize that you can watch it at home. However, you don't have the fellowship of seeing the church body. So we want to encourage you to take notice of that. We are also going to have 2 more rooms down, like in the dining hall, down on the other end of the Family Life Center, that will have the same setup with 3 tables, 6 foot apart, give you some space if you need to with your children. And in the middle of that, there'll be an overflow. And you say, why an overflow? Because we have no idea what to expect this week. But as you come into the regular worship center, you're going to notice it is drastically different. We've worked really, really hard to come up with a plan to make this safe for us and to provide as much seating as possible. If you walk through, you'll notice there's different combinations, 8, 6, 4, 2. And so you'll have ushers that will meet you right here at the multi-purpose room door to kind of help you, so we don't have one person sitting in the middle of 6 seats and kind of taking up all of those seats. And so somebody will be there to help you. And now listen, it looks really strange, and we understand all of that, but we have worked really, really hard to come up with a plan that works for everybody. I want to give you my view, which, by the way, has been really interesting for the last few weeks. I've been standing here and there was nobody. So it will be interesting to actually have people. I haven't preached in front of people in a good while. But you have no idea how excited I am to be able to stand right here in the pulpit here at Flint Groves and look out and see your faces. And so I want you to make sure that you see that we've done our diligence. We work really, really hard. So once the service begins, we'll do our regular stuff. You'll notice the guys on the platform will take off their masks during that. We're going to space each other out, again, like we have been doing, to make sure that we have ample opportunity to stay safe. As these guys exit, we're going to ask them to put their face mask back on. My staff will be wearing their mask and those kinds of things. And so let me encourage you, just be as compatible as you possibly can. Then, lastly, when we leave, we're going to open up every door. They're already propped open today, and you'll be able to exit out the closest exit to you. And the reason we're doing that is it limits us from congregating in the hallways and those kinds of things. And so somebody might be asking, well, what about if we fill up this room? We know how to live stream now, whether you realize that or not. We've gotten really good at that. And so we can project that into the worship center. The main reason we're not doing that is because we have to fully sanitize a building when we use it right now. And so it would be better for us to kind of have this week or two to kind of figure out a soft opening, figure out how people are feeling. And let me remind you, we're not pressuring you. We're going to continue to do our live feed at 10 o'clock as we continue to do these services. If you are compromised in your immune system in any way, please don't feel pressure from us. We want you here, but there'll be time for that in the future as things kind of settle down. But we wanted to give those who want to and physically can the opportunity to worshiping together. And so I hope you don't feel any pressure with that. But so we have Plan A, we have Plan B, and Plan C. And so no matter what happens, we're going to be ready for Sunday. But let me just say one more thing to you. Be very flexible. These are really strange days, and we are really excited to have you on campus with us. And so, but be patient. We may have to do some things. You may have to sit in places that you don't want to, and those kinds of things the first couple weeks as we figure this out. But if you'll be patient, man, God's going to put us back together, and it's going to be an incredible time of worship. And then we're going to have a full opening in a few weeks once we kind of see how things open and just have a monstrous day of celebration. So thank you for taking the time to watch this. I hope it helps you. I hope you can see the diligence of your staff and some of the volunteers around here. And we can't wait for Sunday. God bless.